Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me is your mayor of Fitchburg, Julia Radafrada. Thank you for coming back here and being on the show. How are you doing today?
I am doing pretty well, thank you. Gracias.
We got a lot to get to today, and as of today, when we're taping this, we had a big event here this morning.
Yes.
It was with our Dane County Executive Joe Parisi, but really talking about federal funds for local development, and there's a lot of cool initiatives when we're talking about green energy and opportunities, and that's been talked about for a long time here at Fitchburg, but kind of getting everybody together. We had a lot of people who came out this morning from different governments across Dane County and the area, but tell us a little bit about this event and why it's important.
Yeah, so it was great to, I am part of MyRep too. I am the board, and this event was organized by the MyRep. There is an 8-county economic development board. So the idea was to how to use how municipality for the first time, a local government and non-profit organization can have access to some of these tax credit for energy project. So, and there is plenty of money that is coming through the federal government, the federal level, through local municipalities that use those funds. You have a project where you need to install solar, geothermal, or some other energy efficient components in the design of the building. You can have up to 30% of the cost of those components, like a direct pay to you coming back. It's money that the government is giving back. So and I think we need to take advantage, local municipality, because if we invest $3 million in a project, for sustainable feature in a building, we can get back 30% of the money. For local municipality, 30% is a lot of money. So this one was an event organized, and we invite Dane County because Dane County is a champion. They are, they know how this money are being distributed, to local governments, and this is what they want to, to share those and say, hey, pay attention to that, because we have until 2032 to get to be able to get those funds. So, and I think, the city of Fitchburg has been a champion in sustainable initiative, and we continue to do that. And the city, since its corporation has evolved from a recycle leader to a sustainable municipality. So, as a mayor, one of my priorities is to, invest more in electric cars, invest more in sustainable initiative. We are doing the sustainable plan, and now we're building the new police facility that I want that building to be kind of like net zero. And if we have to invest, suppose $5 million in sustainable components, we can get up to 30% back of the money to us. So, so that one was great. We have a great participation today. More than 70 people show up from different municipalities, other government agencies. And I think, I think we need to get this momentum and start being more intentional on how we can get those funds. So.
Yeah, I kind of took the sum up of it too, that it's more achievable now and more affordable than it was years ago in getting into sustainability. And you're right, Fitchburg is working on its first sustainability plan, as you mentioned, and you mentioned this morning during the meeting a lot of initiatives that the city is working on, city staff's working on. So you can check out that meeting. We have it available on Fact TV at fitchburgwi.gov, so you can check that out and see the comments from you, but learn a little bit more about it. Very interesting conversation, certainly. Switching gears to funding, we'll go to the capital improvement plan. Yeah, it's perfect segue. We are in the middle of it, but just for folks who are not familiar with the capital improvement plan, what is it, and just so people understand as we are getting closer to that.
So the capital improvement plan is a 10-year plan that is practically our infrastructure plan. This is how I call it. We have the infrastructure budget, and also we have the operational budget. So the city, usually in the summertime, we start working on the infrastructure budget for the next 10 years. What we are looking is what are the big, the equipment, road construction, facility that we need to build in the city in the next 10 years, and how we are going to fund those, and from where the money is going to come. So this is an exercise that we do every year. We started yesterday. The head of the department did a presentation to the mayor, to me, about all the project that they are, they are planning to do in the next 10 years. Some of them that already have been in the plan for many years, so there is revision. We are adjusting most of our number by inflation because the other thing that I was surprised to see is that a lot of the equipment, especially, police equipment, fire equipment, or public works equipment has double in price. So that one it was shocking to see that, but it's the nature of where we are right now, with inflation costs. So, but I think this is the resident of the city of Fitchburg, they will have the opportunity to take a look at our plan. We are going to have a public hearing. I don't know when, but it's coming soon, maybe in June. And also the elders will have the opportunity to amend, my capital improvement plan if they want to add new projects or to remove projects. And then the idea is to finalize with this project at the end of July. And then when we finalize with that, we start with budget time. So.
Yeah, her plan will drop on Friday, June 7th is when it goes public, and then the first public hearing will be at the Common Council meeting on Tuesday, June 25th.
Okay.
Then final meeting for that with the amendments or however it plays out. Public hearing for that will be Tuesday, July 23rd, and that'll be the same night for adoption unless for some reason they want to carry it over. You never know, but generally speaking, that will play out. So but we'll have that out real soon. But thank you for giving an update on that. Switching to transportation, we have the Metro Transit has been sharing information on their BRT, Bus Rapid Transit. We have a route that will be here in Fitchburg down the road, but there is a public involvement meeting coming up. We'll get you the details on that. But people who are not familiar with the Bus Rapid Transit or just transit in general in Fitchburg, it's a priority.
It's a priority, and it's, we have been working with Madison Metro for the last 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. So the city of Madison already was awarded for almost $100 million for this project. And the city of Fitchburg already allocates some millions of dollars, a couple of millions of dollars for our section. It's going to come through the fish hatchery corridor. The idea is to have like 4 stations. And it's going to be running every 15 minutes, So that one is going to be great for us to move from Fitchburg to downtown. We can even go to the airport from here. So with all the connection, But the idea is that Madison Metro has been collecting information from the residents that live in the corridor for the last couple of 6 months. They presented kind of a final design version last week to the Transportation and Transit Committee here at Fitchburg. They are going to do it next week here in Fitchburg to the residents. But this is coming in 2028 is when officially it's going to be done. But I think it's going to be, Fish Hatchery Corridor is our more dense corridor. We are building and attracting more, density there. So the idea to have that BRT coming through that corridor up to McKee right now is going to be great for economic development and also for people that they come to Fitchburg to work, to our biggest employer. And also for people that go from here to work in Madison or the university, they don't need to use the car. So because it's coming every 15 minutes. So
yeah, it's a priority lane too. So it gets priority to continue on that 15-minute cycle. So it's definitely got some cool aspects to it. The meeting that the mayor is mentioning is coming up here in Fitchburg. There was a virtual meeting on the 22nd, so you can go back and check that. But here in Fitchburg, they'll be back here on April 29th at 5:30. It's moved now to the Mainstay Suites here in Fitchburg, 5421 Caddis-Bend. And again, 5:30 p.m. on that. We'll be covering that as well, so if you can't make it out there, certainly we'll have it. And there'll still be time for input on this plan directly to Metro, so we'll continue to provide updates on that. We're just changing gears left and right today. Now we're going to trees. There has been a lot of work, great work happening in trees. There's been a lot of awards awarded to the city of Fitchburg. But we have the Arbor Day, official Arbor Day celebration coming up, and celebrating the Growth Award that we received this year, among others. That's coming up this Friday, April 26th. You're going to be out there planting a tree.
Yeah, I'm going to be planting some tree with some kids from Good Hollow. Child care. So it's at 10:30 here City Hall. And I am excited because, you know, last year we planted almost more than 400 trees.
Yeah.
The city is committed to protect our tree. We have a tree ordinance. We have a great forester here. You know, it's tree season, so we are planting a lot of trees this year too. So yeah, so if everyone can come, you know, and celebrate Arbor Day with all of us, I will appreciate that. And then on Saturday, we continue planting some tree on Rose Common Park at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we'll be out there covering both of these events. Flag raising too here, right? We're doing the tree. I think we're doing the flag raising as well. So you can come out to that event.
Yeah, the flag,
we're doing it all here. Yeah, so big celebration. But yeah, all accumulates to this Friday and Saturday. So if you can join us for that here, and we'll have coverage of that as well. Finally, switching to you're doing a bike to work event coming up, huh?
Exactly. Yes.
Oh boy, we're excited.
Yeah. Oh boy.
No, this is actually a great event. You can bike with the mayor to work. Tell us the details on this.
It's going to be May 17 in the morning. I think we are going to be coming from, we don't know the time yet, but it's going to be early in the morning, 7:30, 8 o'clock. We are going to get together in the B-Cycle station at McKee Farm Park. And then from there, we are going to, you know.
You're going to bike uphill.
Bike through, well, it's a e-bike, so. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the B-Cycle location. Exactly. Good reason to get there early if you want a B-Cycle bike.
And then we are going to come through, you know, Tower Hill neighborhood and then Sherrill Drive and come to City Hall. So I think it's bike month. May is a bike month, so we are asking all the people here in Fitchburg to, you know, grab your bikes and bike more. And I need to do that too because I am not doing that too much. So.
Well, in Fitchburg, we have, you know, Bike the Berg just kicked off with the Fitchburg Chamber this week, and great bike trails here in Fitchburg.
Exactly,
so it's a great to celebrate it anyways, but here in Fitchburg,
Fitchburg is organizing this event, so I think we're going to get more news from them,
Fantastic. Well, mark your calendar, May 17th on that bike ride. Details to come.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Mayor, we'll catch back up with you next month. Appreciate the time as always. Know you're busy, but definitely appreciate it. We'll talk soon.
Muchas gracias.